Alright, this is the Fight Nerd here with Costas Phillipou right now. This is a new upcoming fighter, trained out here at Ray Longo's gym. So Costas, what got you into MMA originally?
I started out as a professional boxer. I've been started as an amateur since '94, back in Greece. I came in the States 4 years ago almost, turned pro. I fought for the Golden Gloves first. I lost the finals by a split decision. Then I turned pro. I had 3 professional fights. I'm basically 3-0. And then I don't know, I always liked MMA, and because of a few problems that I had with my ex-boxing manager, I quit boxing and I figured I'd come and give it a shot with MMA. I met Matt and Ray, and everything worked out for the best. Ray's next to me, helping me with my stand-up, with my boxing, my kickboxing, everything that I need to do standing up. And Brian and Keith Rogers, they're helping me with my wrestling. And Matt Serra, Nikki Serra, basically the whole Serra family, they're helping me with my jiu-jitsu. So I'm all set. I got the right people.
How did you actually get involved with the Serra people and Ray Longo?
A friend of a friend, because obviously I'm a foreigner, so I don't know anybody over here. I met a guy a few years ago that knows Matt and Nikki. They met years ago, whatever, and he got me in touch with Nikki at first. Nikki brought me over here at Ray's, and through Ray's we started the whole thing. I joined the school, and that was it. A few months later, I started fighting, and we worked out for the best.
You mentioned you were from Greece.
Yeah.
What brought you to America in the first place?
My boxing coach back then, over there, one day he just decided that he wants me to turn pro, and through a friend of his that he lives over here, they decided that they're gonna bring me over here and turn me pro. So he came with me, stayed with me for 4 or 5 weeks. I met the coach over here, although he's Greek too. I never met him before. I met him over here actually, and that was it. And I started boxing for this guy over here, and I guess everything turned out for the best. We had a misunderstanding or whatever, and good thing, because that's how I met Ray and everybody else. And here I am now
So it
with
worked out
MMA.
well in the end.
Yep.
So as far as making a transition now from boxing to mixed martial arts, how was that? Was it a smooth transition? A little difficult?
Actually, the stand-up, it was easy, because even though it was just punching, I knew how to kick or whatever with a little bit of help with from Ray. The stand-up, I didn't have a big problem with the stand-up. My biggest problem was wrestling. I never wrestled before in my life. Jiu-jitsu wise, a few things here and there, whatever, worst case scenario, I was getting up on my feet, but it was easy for my opponent to take me down. I had to start wrestling. I met Keith Rogers and his brother Brian Rogers, and the wrestling coaches, they used to wrestle back in high school or whatever, and they volunteered to help me, and that was 6 months ago, and I'm actually looking better and better every day. There's people asking me how long I've been wrestling for, so I guess everything is good. And Matt Serra is teaching me my jiu-jitsu.
Can't beat that.
Yeah, exactly. But no complaints. My wrestling coaches are the best. They come every single day, one-on-one. They give me 2 or 3 hours every day, whatever I need. I call them, they call me, whatever questions I have. No complaints. I get better if you watch my fight, since my first fight to my last fight. My last fight actually was basically a wrestling fight, and I was fighting against a wrestler again, and I was actually taking the guy down. So I guess it was good.
Doing something right.
Yep. Now I'm fighting a Thai boxer. So we'll see. Now I'll do the wrestling this time.
When's that going to fight happening?
February 20th, again for Ring of Combat. And I'm fighting at 185 this time, because I used to fight 205. So now I'm dropping a weight class down.
Is there a reason for the weight drop?
No. I figure it would be better. The last time I fought 185, it was 14 years ago. I was 15 years old. So I figured I'd give it a shot. because of my height, I'm only 5'11", or all the big UFC fighters are 205, they're 6'2", 6'3", 6'4". So I'd rather be a big 185 than a small 205. So I feel good now. I'm around 200 pounds today, basically. But I got 33 days by the fight, I'll be 185 for sure. This guy, last name Miser, I don't even remember his first name. He's about my height, maybe a little bit taller, and he's 3-0, 4-0 I think. And he's a Thai boxer, so it will be good, a standard fighter for a change.
Fun fight to bang with.
Yeah.
Right now, a lot of the fighters from this academy here have been on the Ultimate Fighter TV show.
Yeah.
Have you tried out for the show, or have you considered trying out?
Maybe in the future, but not yet. First of all, I'm not a citizen, obviously. And the next season will be United States against England. So I'm not allowed to try out for this season. So the following season, I think tryouts will be March, April. If they have 185, 205, or even heavyweight, I'm willing to try, yeah, why not? And it will be good if I go through and be a part of the show. It doesn't get better than that. It's every fighter's dream to fight for the UFC.
Are there any fighters right now that you want to fight? Since you are a newcomer to the sport here, who do you look at that you want to see and challenge yourself with?
Honestly, I don't even, besides the UFC fighters, I don't even know a lot of things about any other fighter. So we get whoever gets in front of us, whoever my coaches say, you fight this guy, I go, okay, it is what it is. This guy that I'm going to fight now, I don't even know his first name. They told me Miser, whatever, and I saw his picture on the poster like a week ago. They told me he's a Thai boxer, he's 3-0, 4-0 I think, I'm not even sure. My coach said it's okay. That's all I need to know.
Alright, one last thing. Since you're a new guy in the world of MMA, I want to have you look straight at the camera and sell yourself. This is an infomercial for all the promoters that are watching it.
Okay.
So sell yourself to that camera and tell them why you are the next big thing.
Okay. First of all, my name is Costas Phillipou, and I want everybody to remember that, because in a couple of years, hopefully before that, I'm going to be fighting for the UFC. And I just want to say something to all the 185 or 205 fighters, UFC or not, I'm coming, and you better watch out. That's all I have to say.
Alright, this is Costas Phillipou. He's going to be fighting February 20th in Atlantic City at Ring of Combat. Costas, thank you very much.
Thank you. My pleasure.